Here are 10 quick tips you can implement today in order to take your current Airbnb listing to the next level. Let's begin. Number one is you want to update your photography. There's a lot of people out there that when they first started their Airbnb, they took the pictures with their iPhone, and although the pictures are pretty decent, they're not always able to capture that nice wide view, wide angle that you can get with a real estate photographer who has a professional camera and who specializes on these wide angles. You see, those wide angles are going to make the property stand out. They're going to make it more appealing, and at the end of the day, your photography is your best marketing. Think about it. If there was no pictures of your listing or an Airbnb in general, and people had to pick through the descriptions and the location, like that would be weird. People make 80% of their decision, by the way, that's just my experience, 80% of their decision to stay at your property has everything to do with your photography. How the property looks, how the property is staged, the quality of those pictures are going to determine whether they stay at your property or somebody else, because again, your photography is going to be part of your marketing for your listing. On top of that, your photographer is going to know what type of lighting, like what time of the day they should be taking the photography, where normal people who are not professional photographers, we don't pay attention to those details as much. But guess what? The timing, the daytime, how the lights look inside, they might open the blinds or whatnot. They might bring additional lighting, just like I have right here. On top of that, they're just going to know how to play with the colors and the post editing, and the pictures are going to make all the difference. So number one is hire a real estate photographer. Number two is you want to write a captivating description. Nowadays, you don't even have to come up with it yourself, because you can use ChatGPT, which is what I do nowadays and what I teach my students. And the best thing to do is take your existing description, go to ChatGPT and give it the following prompt. Write me a compelling and SEO friendly description for this Airbnb listing. Take this exact description, make it sound more professional, yet very friendly and SEO friendly to make it more competitive. And then in quotes, type it inside, hit enter, and it's going to give you a much better description than what you probably came up with. I know for myself, I'm not the best copywriter. I'm not excellent at writing copy. So ChatGPT is my best friend. It helps me come up with better titles, better descriptions, and make it SEO friendly. Because if you have a cabin in, Big Bear Lake, California, and it's got a jacuzzi and it can sleep up to 8 people, and you provide all these bullet points of what your property and the location provide, and you say, hey, give me a better title and include this into the description, guess what? If people were to search those things on Google, your property will come up because of those terms that were included in our search engine optimization friendly. Number three is you want to make sure that you are very competitive in your pricing. Now, typically I got the 10, 20, 30 day formula. You want to break even at 10 days, double your rent or mortgage at 20, and have an opportunity to triple by 30. So if your rent or mortgage is, say, $4,000 a month, ideally you want to charge $400 a night. Now this is going to depend, right? If you're overpaying for your rent, or if you got an 8 or 9% interest on your mortgage, then these numbers are going to change. But if you got a decent mortgage and you didn't completely overpay for the property, then in most cases, this is going to work about 80% of the time. Now, again, you have to consider if there's seasonality in your area. And in most areas, there is seasonality, right? You're going to have some peak months and you're going to have some valleys. But on average, that's how you want to make sure that you do over a 12-month period. So if your mortgage is, say, $4,000 a month and your goal is to make $8,000 a month, that means that you should aim to make $96,000 over a 1-year period. And it's going to average out to that $96,000 regardless of the peaks and the valleys. You also want to make sure that on the down seasons and in between the weeks, especially Sunday through Thursday, you are bringing down those prices, especially when it's within a 14-day period and you have vacancy. Bring down that pricing so that you can attract people who are looking to book last minute, especially the people who are usually looking to do this are smaller groups of people. So even if your property hosts normally 8 people, you might bring it down to a lesser price and you might attract a group of 2, 3, 4, or 5. Next, you want to make sure that you provide a self-check-in experience. And it's as simple as implementing a keyless entry where you provide people with a code. They can come in and come out as they please. Next, I recommend that you create a welcome book. There's even now a digital version that you can create inside of your Airbnb listing that can walk them through everything about from inside of the property, outside of the property, how to enter and exit with the keyless entry, if you have a fireplace, how to operate it. Anything that requires explaining, you can provide it inside of that digital or physical welcome book. And again, you want to make sure you provide that, because what if you have a really unique TV that most people are not accustomed to? You can teach them how to use it. Or maybe the AC, or maybe you have an alarm. Anything that requires explaining, even just as far as your rules, as far as checking in, or maybe part of your checkout procedure, include it into those digital and or physical welcome books. You want to make sure that you have some great safety measures. So all the basics, right? Carbon monoxide, smoke detectors, security cameras. You want to make sure all those things are up to code so that you are protecting your guests at all times. Next, you want to make sure that you have clean and fresh linens and towels, and even makeup towels, makeup removal towels that are provided in the bathrooms for each and every stay. And make sure that every couple months you also throw out the old ones and get some new ones as necessary, because you don't want somebody to show up to the property and just feel that these linens are super old and the threads are coming out and there's like strings and they're just not well taken care of. You want to make sure you're always putting your best foot forward and creating a 5-star experience for each and every guest. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this video, make sure you guys hit the like button. Again, it truly is a lot of work to produce these videos and edit them and thumbnails and come up with all that stuff. So please hit the like button. Thank you in advance. Next, make sure you offer all the basic necessities as far as toiletries, right? Toilet paper, shampoo, body wash, conditioner, extra toothbrushes, just all the basics. Make sure you always have some extras, because you never know. Sometimes people forget to bring their stuff. And if you have a little area, a cabinet with all these extras that honestly you can get on Amazon for bulk for a few dollars per booking, it's going to be a great investment, and your guests are going to feel taken care of and they're going to feel at home. Add a personal touch. Why not have an editable frame where you can put like, hey, welcome the Contreras family. People are going to appreciate this. I also like to have my cleaning crew provide a few items like cookies and chips, maybe even some waters, and just leave them by the front entrance as a unexpected gift. I like to call it the element of surprise. They arrive, as soon as they see something personalized and a few gifts, you're starting in the right direction. Finally, ask for feedback. Ask your guests, hey, how's your experience? Is there anything that we can improve? What was the highlight? And are there any changes that you would like for us to make for any future guests, or should you decide to return in the future? Because that feedback is going to help you continuously improve your listing, make it better each and every time. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out the links in the description. Let me know about any questions you guys have in the comments. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.